Welcome to e-learning platform of Better Faith Group of Schools. My name is Mr. Isidame Ponsa. I'm taking the class JSS1 on the subject Social Studies on the topic Body Abuse. Body abuse is the topic we are looking at today. When you talk about body abuse, what are we talking about? Body abuse can be seen as the violation of man and its fundamental rights, directly or indirectly, or the violation of a child's right, particularly in an environment, in the society, in the school, in the church, in the marketplace, even the farm. So body violation it could be a form of discipline when parents, cousins, siblings, younger ones beat up a child mercilessly, which can lead to injury, can be referred to as body abuse. And again, body abuse can also be called physical abuse. It can also be called physical abuse. Look at on the whiteboard what I have here. You discover that when we talk about body abuse, we are saying that the fundamental right of that particular child is being violated. When a child is physically abused, when a child is physically dealt with, when a child, whether through discipline, whether sexually, injury, or whatsoever of any sort, we refer to it as body abuse. And I said it's also called physical abuse because it's look at this statement. Body abuse is also called physical abuse because it's any indecent behavior directed toward a child by an adult. Yes, any indecent behavior, that word indecent, which means it's not good, it's not decent, it's rough. Any indecent behavior directed toward a child by any adult. And also placed on the board that body abuse can also happen when a child or an adult disciplines a child negatively. This word negative here could be in form of discipline, as I've earlier stated, roughly, that lead to injury. It could be a classroom teacher, it could be father, it could be mother, it could be from siblings, it could be from cousins. When injury is inflicted, it can be called child abuse. Body abuse. So when a child is roughly disciplined negatively, amounts to injury, is referred to as body abuse. As Abella said, it could be through father, mother, uncles, auntie, peer friends, or even label. As we proceed, we are going to see that the word body abuse could be a form of sexual harassment. Body abuse could be a form of sexual harassment. Listen, my dear children. When advances are being made at you, whether a boy, whether a girl, and you know the nature of advancement is bad, please, my dear, cry out, run away. Better still, cry out to your parents. Don't hide anything. Whether parents, whether from neighbors, whether from classroom, whether from a marketplace, whether from your close neighbor, anybody that made indecent advancement towards you that will lead to what we call sexual harassment, my dear, run away. As I've already stated before, body abuse could be in form of sexual harassment, either touching against one's will. Touching against one's will. You see funny play coming up. An adult coming around a child, playing all sort of play. Could be whether adult to adult, adult to minor, or whatsoever. Please don't condone it. Please don't accept it. It could be either verbal suggestion of sexual nature. For instance, you look beautiful today. You see the way you look fantastic. You are good. And there's an advancement made towards you. Please run away. So body abuse could be a form of sexual harassment. That's what I just stated here now. And we have types of what? Body what? Abuse. And number one, we call it rape. When you say rape, unwanted sex, unwanted what? Sex. And this is being properly what? Carried out by some hoodlums, some wicked art, blindfoldedly carried out into what? Individual, directly to a child, to an adult, to a minor or whatsoever. So rape is one of the types of body what? Abuse, usually committed against a person. Indecent behavior towards you. As Abela said, remember I said, when you talk about sexual harassment, indecent what? Advancement at you as a child, as an adult, cry out, run away. So rape is one of the types of what? Body what? Abuse. And what are the possible effects it has towards a victim that is already victimized of this rape? Now, here I have on the board depression. It can lead to what? Depression upon that very particular individual soul. 2, severe anxiety. It becomes bothersome, worrisome, and the person becomes affected as a result of what? This very particular word, rape. It has a what? A negative effect on a particular soul. B, or rather C, sexual transmitted disease, which can be referred to as what? STD. It can lead to what? STD, known as what? Sexually transmitted disease. Effect of rape on the victims. These are some of the what? Effect. Again, we also have unwanted pregnancy. A child who have a very bright future be raped. These are the effects it can amount to when such a person is being raped. But take note of this, whether you're a boy, whether you're a girl, as far there's what? Unwanted advance, I repeat, indecent advance at you, cry out, run away. Boys can be raped, girls can be raped. And these are the effects we are seeing. And again, we have injuries in the inner body of the victim. These are the listed effects of what? Rape in the society today. Either in the school, in the marketplace, anywhere possible. Rape is always possible everywhere. So be at alert, be careful, and run away. As I earlier told you, the effect it can lead to. And again, number 2 types of what? Body abuse. We say we have incest. In Nigeria today, we discover that some of the cultures in Nigeria forbid incest. What is incest? When we talk about incest, it's a sexual relationship that takes place between what? Either between cousins, between parents to the children, between cousins, aunties, with uncles. These are what we refer to as what? Sexual what? Relationship. In Nigeria, though it don't occur, is a taboo, is forbidden. So it's one of the what? Types of body what? Abuse. As Abela said, it can take place between parents and children, siblings and cousins, family members, to name but what? A few. Then again, we have what's called sexual harassment. These are the last types of what? Body abuse. Sexual what? Harassment. I will give it to you now that it's an unwanted or inappropriate sexual advances made by one person to another. Inappropriate sexual advancement. Unwanted sexual advances. Sexual harassment is referred to as unwanted or inappropriate what? Sexual what? Advances made by one person toward another. This happens in schools, offices, and other places, like the influence of position of power and relatives. These are the what we refer to as sexual what? Harassment. Talking about what? Body abuse. These are the types of what? Body abuse. Like as Avela stated, I said number 1, rape. Number 2, incest. Number 3, sexual what? Harassment. So please, before we go, remember, get your pen and paper and put to writing this teaching. Very, very important. What we have here is practice exercise. Practice exercise. Number 1, write a story of the concept body abuse. Write a story on the concept body abuse. Number 2, mention 5 effects of rape on the victims. Mention 5 effects of rape on the victims. Thank you very much. Remembrance.